Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In this video, I will be sharing a method of creating water in Spark AR which looks something like this. So without any further ado, let's get started. In this blank project, I am adding a rectangle and setting it to its full height and width. Let's add a material to the rectangle and open the patch editor window. Now I am getting a texture patch of this material and extracting the camera texture. Let us bring the camera texture to the patch editor and assign it to the material. Now I am going to set the material flat so that it does not look dull. I reassign the texture to the material and set the rotation of the rectangle 180 degree on the x-axis. Now you will not be able to see the rotated rectangle unless you turn on the double-sided property on the rectangle's material. To be able to move the rectangle up and down, let us get the position patch of the rectangle and pack it with 0, 0 for now. Let us drag the device into the patch editor to get screen size and screen scale. Now divide screen size with screen scale and set divide to vector 2. Now unpacking it to a vector 2, we will get its exact height and width. Since here y is the width, we divided it -2 to get half of the rectangle on the screen. To get a perfect reflection, we have to get the texture transform patch and 2D transform patch and arrange it like this. Now let us pack the translation input of the 2D transform pack with 0 and 0.5. Plug in the texture transform to material patch to get the exact reflection. Now, to play with the reflections, we have to play with the values of position of the rectangle as well as the camera textures translation. So let us change this divide by -2 to multiply by -0.5. Or we can arrange the -0.5 like this. Now let us rename this value as ratio of water to play with the ratio of water. Now if we change the value of translation to 0.2, then we get the exact reflection. Or we can simply plug in the value of 0.2 into translation as well. Now we have to only play with the ratio of water value and we get exact reflections as we want. Here I will animate the ratio of water with the help of a loop animation. Now I will play with the values of RGBA of the camera texture to get a water-like texture. Also, I have set the opacity of the material to 50% for now. Now I will go to the Spark AR library to get a ripple patch and texture distortion patches. Now set the output of the ripple to the input of texture distortion shader and let the texture be from the texture transform. After plugging in the output of texture distortion shader, we'll see something like this. Now there is a little correction in the texture distortion shader, so let's do it. Open the texture distortion shader patch and subtract 0.1, 0.1 like I'm doing here. Now let us animate the ripple scale to get a wavy texture. I am stopping the animation of water level now to check the water texture properly. Now for shifting the value of the ripples, we will change the shift by value to 1.5 and set the smoothness to 2 for a more smooth curve. So this is basically how I created the water texture. You can play with the values of water to get a different looking liquid and put it in your filter however you like. Hope you guys liked what you saw. Tell me if there are any suggestions for me in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video.